Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Marcus Blake with That Nerd Show, and we are live streaming gaming tonight from the Ultimate Game League, our little eSports league that we created a few years ago. So it's a bit strange because we were supposed to be hosting the start of the 2022 DFW Ultimate Game League tonight at the Back Nine Sports Bar and Grill in Addison, Texas. But bad weather has hit Texas. So it's going to be icing over. We may lose power. Who knows? Another winter apocalypse in this state. So we're all home, cozied up, playing video games while we can. And we thought tonight we would do a little live streaming, have our own little tournament. But before we get to some of the main events, I'm going to play NHL 22 as kind of a test with our new system this year. So I'm in the middle of my season on NHL 22 on the PlayStation 5. And as always, I create myself as a player. So we're going to be playing the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Vancouver Canucks. And we're going to get started here in a minute. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody can hear me. Let's make sure. Is okay, good. Sound is working. All right. We'll come back a little bit later, but I also, excuse me. Want to read something? Let everybody know who our sponsor is for this broadcast. Connect Tech Services and Consulting. If you can't set up your new TV, if you've got automation in your house, lights, just any kind of general tech support with your electronics, call Connect Tech Services and Consulting. They will walk you through everything. Or you can have them come out and book your consultation. Just call 844-213-7223. Connect Tech Services and Consulting. All right. So there's always a bit of maybe some technical difficulties. We're going to play right through them and see how we can do stuff. I'm going to share our screen and make sure that we're doing good on everything. And we're going to get started with me playing NHL 22 game 52 of my current season. So here we go. All right, everybody, Welcome back in the studio at that nerd show, ready to get some gaming done. And we're going to play this game. I'm going to talk about NHL 22 a little bit. Now, we did a review of it last year when it came out. Our squad leader, K. Scott Cooper, and I played a couple of games. And while we do rate this as the best NHL game that EA has made, now that they've gone to the Frostbite engine and made it more realistic, there's definitely a lot more things that I can complain about. One being, whoever developed this doesn't know their penalties in hockey. But so I am a creative player. I play left winger on the top line of the Blackhawks. I'm leading the league in goals and points and penalty minutes. Penalty minutes. So here we go. Yeah, the passing in this game is way more difficult than it used to be. Here we go. Slow. Oh, you got that. Okay, well, whatever. I was trying to go back door and couldn't get there. Oh, well. In case you haven't figured out, I'm number 78 on this team. Oh my God, I poke check it and I don't. Here we go. How is it? See, this is what I don't like about the game. I've poke checked it multiple times and I can't get a hold of it. There we go. First goal of the game. I'm going to tell everybody right now, if you want kind of a secret spot, watch where my guy goes. If you draw the goalie to where you're at on the far side and angle it just right, you can get the top back half of the net. Oh. Well, I'll try to feed it in there a little bit. Couldn't do that. Okay. Get that thought. Oh, well. Oh, well. And by the way, our tonight's guest is Grogu, who's making an appearance in the Book of Boba Fett this week's episode. See, that's a whole other thing, too, is I get called for a lot of penalties. But that's a cross check, and you're not allowed to do that. They don't get the other team doesn't get called for it. The worst thing about this game is penalty shots. I can be out of breakaway and get clipped in the back right before I'm supposed to shoot, and they never call a penalty shot on it. Go. Also, these players are constantly out of position. Yeah, they're gonna I was lucky on that one. Oh. I can't get that spot. No, we're not going to fight on this one. Oh, well. Let me get that. Oh. Nope, that puck is mine. Try to sneak it past him. I couldn't get there. Oh, well. You know, one thing I have noticed about this game is you do have to, if you keep everything even, your team's never going to be fast enough. So if you want any kind of acceleration, you need to adjust the slider just a little bit on acceleration and speed to make it more even. And that's on the pro level. I don't play on rookie level. That's way too easy. Semi-pro kind of depends from day to day. I like the pro level because it's never an onslaught. Every once in a while, I'll have a game where I win by like 6 or 7 goals, but most of the time it's back and forth, and it will go to overtime. All right, second period. We're going to get more goals here. Now that was a slash, but and where is it? Yo, look at that. Oh, baby. Is that my 50th? I think that's my 50th goal of the season. So I really want to break Gretzky's single season goal record. I want to see if NHL recognizes it. I mean, there's big records that should be recognized. And in years past, I have broken that record before, but they never seem to recognize that fact. And by the way, I don't care. There's no one that's ever going to break that single season record. Ovechkin might break Gretzky's all-time record on goals. I think he's the only one that's close enough that could probably do it. But the single season, no. No. You saw what I was trying to do, weren't you? No, sir. Oh, okay. Okay. Rise, there hasn't been any penalties in this game yet. I usually have had at least 3 penalties. Ah. Damn. See? Ah! That's the thing about passing in this game. You cannot. It is so bad in trying to control the puck that you can't get it across. You can't do a crossover with the puck. It's just way too hard. Oh, well. Couldn't beat it. Couldn't. Oh, come on. Give me the puck. Yes, in their quest of making it more realistic. Oh, Kane missed that. So in past versions of NHL, you could feed the puck up along the baseboard, and as a guy was speeding up, and he could always control it. They made this game so realistic that trying to control the puck as it's being passed to you, you always have to stop and gain control of it. And on one hand, I appreciate that fact, but on the other, it just makes it more difficult. Ow. 50 goals. Yeah, my creative player, he's a bit of a superstar in this game. Yeah, and I never see the guy on the other end. Keep trying to get it past him, and I don't. Not even a rebound. Wow. This goalie's actually pretty good. Not as good as Luongo was back in the day when he was the goalie for Vancouver. But oh well. And that is the second period. All right. Let's see if I'm getting any chatting. Do I need to respond to chats? All right. Well, we might play a little NHL. All right. I'm responding to Daniel. All right, here we go. All right, I want to check one more thing, and then we're going to get started. So I hope everybody's out there staying warm. Here in Texas, we haven't lost power yet. It's amazing. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Final period. Can I hold on for the win? Can I stop Vancouver from scoring? That's going to be the trick. Now, if you don't know me very well and you're checking out this live stream, NHL is my favorite sports game of all time. I love hockey games. This is the one game that I play all the time. I mean, I love Madden like everybody else. However, this I could play all day. No matter how bad a version may be, I always get my money's worth because I played the season once or twice, multiple playoff rounds. I just love it. I have loved hockey video games ever since I first got a copy of ice hockey for the original Nintendo. I get the puck. Thank you. Oh, I nearly had that back in. So, funny story, in 1988, also, I should probably tell you, I am wearing the 8-bit Christmas hat that was a promo gift when we did an outdoor screening last year. It's a very funny movie on HBO Max about kids striving to get their first Nintendo in 1988. And I can totally appreciate that story because that was the year my mother put in layaway, got me an original Nintendo. Yeah. And she was smart enough to get a few games, more than just the Duck Hunt and the Super Mario Brothers that came with it. One of those games was NHL, or I'm sorry, ice hockey, and of course Tecmo Bowl. So we had sports games. Oh, what is the penalty on? Anyway, this is just bullshit. Yeah, some of these penalties are bullshit. But anyway, yeah, we loved ice hockey. My cousin Andrew and Jenny, and we spent most of the time in the back bedroom of my grandparents' house where the Nintendo was, trying to beat Mario Brothers, playing Duck Hunt. I don't think, man, they didn't see us grandchildren. That was dumb. So anyway, long story short, ever since I played that game, I have loved hockey games. I have bought NHL. When I got back into playing video games, I kind of got back into it in 2006. There we go. He beat me. Beat me. No. Anyway, I got back into video games about then and bought a PlayStation 2, and then eventually I got a PlayStation 3. But I always bought NHL games every year. Also, MLB The Show. So baseball and hockey is pretty much the two that I have regularly. Yeah, that's what you get. Tried to do it again. Couldn't. Oh, okay. We're not going to call charging on that, are we? Fine. Shoot, I cannot get around on that. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting turned around here so I can actually make a shot. The reason I go up the side and try to skate is as the defensemen are skating backwards, it's easier to push them all the way to the back than stop and go around them. Ah! See, this is what I'm talking about this game. Can't seem to. How is it that I never get control of the puck? Oh, they're just not. "40 seconds. Yeah. Come on and get the puck. Ah! Thank God. They barely squeaked past this game. And that'll do it. All right. Also, I love the bombardment of goals where they just don't allow you to get control of the puck at the very end of the game. There's a delay penalty of what? Boo! Terrible call. So, yeah, pretty much I've bought an NHL game every year since I got back into gaming, especially the last decade. The one I play all the time. Also MLB The Show. All right. Continue my winning streak. Woo! Yeah, baby. That's how we do it. All right. All right, everybody. That's our broadcast of NHL live stream. I won. I, escaped the bombardment of the Vancouver Canucks there at the last minute, and got my 50th goal with my creative player. So awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. We're going to be back a little bit later. Daniel Durrett of Drive By Movies and I will probably play a little Madden, getting ready for the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl. All right, everybody.